is Abdullah Aw. I'm from West Africa, Mauritania, and I come to United States in 2010. Start my school at Cincinnati State and graduate from there, transferred to UC for my bachelor degree.
Hi, my name is Karim Mansiri. I'm from Algeria. I came to United States in 2014. First time I came, I put as a goal to attend university here in the United States. I have tried to follow my major that I studied in Algeria back in Algeria, which is petroleum engineering. But in the end, I changed my mind and I choose to try to get into a chemical engineering program at UC. And I start this week. This is my first week here.
When I came here in 2010, my degree at Cincinnati State was international trade management. So the reason why I chose that is because I'm very fluent in a lot of different languages. At least I speak 4 different languages, and I was trying to work for some companies that are internationally, especially traveling around the world. So that was my passion job. But after graduating at Cincinnati State, transferred to UC, I realized that since I already have international business, I can choose another degree like what I chose, accounting, to be able to work with a lot of numbers. Since I like numbers, I'm pretty good at math, and I've been looking to work international financial companies or something like that. So.
After graduating from the Bachelor in Chemical Engineering, I hope I can get to the renewable energies industry, which is my hope, because of my background. Actually, I already studied petroleum engineering in Algeria. I have seen with my eyes how oil can destroy the world. So I don't want to be in the side of people that are just trying to work. I want to make it better in the future.
My family is very, very supportive of my education, especially my dad. He always wanted me to go get a degree, especially even right now, he's asking me to go for PhD. So he always tell me study. Every one of my family, he tells them to study. So, they are very supportive, and while we go into school sometime, if I was in Africa, when I was studying in Africa, I never worked in my life, and always my father is the one who provide, I got 5 siblings, he provide every one of us food, everything, clothes, whatever we need, just only to focus in school. So, while we come here and going to school, talking to some of my professors at Cincinnati State and talking to a lot of students, and then I try to change my life, because I know it's different way that even you go to school over here, you have to work a little bit. So, and I start doing that. So sometimes we just only need people to encourage us or to talk to us what we need to do over here. I understand sometimes it may be difficult, because I remember when in 2010 I used to say crazy thing about some of my professors. I say a word, but they knew I don't mean that. So if I say a word is insult, I don't mean I insult you. So it's just only we don't speak very well, and sometimes when we go to translate, we may choose the wrong word. So it's just only people have to pay a lot of attention to what we're saying or what we're writing, and give us a little bit more time, because people from here, they already speak English for us, so I never learned English until I came here in 2010. So it's kind of very difficult to learn about the language, and sometimes you have to write a lot of pages, so it's a lot of difficulty about those. So. When I transferred from Cincinnati State to University of Cincinnati, I dealt with a lot of issues, especially when applying. I have to come here at least 3 weeks, every single day I have to be here. People keep sending me everywhere. So today is admission, tomorrow is international student, after it's gonna be College of Business. They just only think they need to be better in the process where to understand it's not just only, we are not international student. We are like a permanent resident. We live over here. We have, it's kind of like whatever like American people have, the process should be in the way our process should be, because like whatever they're getting in a grant or whatever they can get in a school to go to school, we can get it too. Honest with you, I was going to leave since UC to go to Xavier, because like when I go to Xavier in one day, they already take care of everything. I just only put online and they take everything. And I was very surprised why Xavier or Cincinnati State can like take something more efficiently than UC. I mean, UC is the biggest school, and a lot of our family and our friends, they want to come here. Sometimes they ask us questions. What do you think about UC? We will be honest with them on how the application will be and what the issue they will face coming to UC, to be honest.
Our topic is English, so sometimes the teacher should need to pay attention to what he's saying and verify with us if we meant what we talking about or not. Sometimes we need more time to learn and to get used to living here and to adapt with this new culture. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think the advisor, what they really need to do is just only, when I come to them, I mean, right now I know if I talk to them, they would understand what I mean, but some students, when they come to them, it's very difficult because like they don't know how to ask the right question, or they may ask it in different ways. So if you don't pay attention or give them more time that you can figure out what they want to say to you, you may send them to different place. Because like I remember like when I was coming to Cincinnati State, if I asked, so people have to correct me, say me like you cannot say that, you have to say it in different way. So I mean, people need to take that a big consideration when somebody comes to you and they need to find information. Take at least 10 minutes to understand what they really need and ask them question if they mean that. So then you can refer them, hey, go to this place, you can find your answer. Yeah. If they do that, I think like the system gonna be worse better as well. One of the proudest day that I met somebody at UC was one of my professors. So it was like a class, evening class with 30 people in that class. And I can say just only like if it's native American, like US American over here, it's just only gonna be 3 or 4 people. The rest is international students, all from around the country. So sometimes when he just only was saying something, and I know people just only keep quiet and they act like they understand what she was saying, but I didn't want to say her nothing. I just only waited until the class is over. I told her, may I have just only 10 minutes of your time? And she agreed with me. We stayed together, and I tell her a lot of things what we need. I mean, and sometimes like I understand the way she tell me, because he tell me like if you ask like American people, do you really need this or do you need help, they think that you are like
too demanding?
Yeah, you are demanding, or you shouldn't ask them that. So
Right.
I mean, but for us, when it's come to study, we really need like if you are a professor, come ask us question, do we understand? And if we don't understand, if you want to take 10 minutes and try to explain to us, we really need that. I mean, because like sometimes we just only can, people can sit in a class for 30 minutes without what the professor is saying is just only going out over here, so it's kind of like very frustrating. And she did understand that, and she told me like, do you think really you guys, I said, yeah, we need that, so because I take that time, even add like more, if the class is supposed to be 1 hour, do it like hour and 30 minutes to give people like some time, so.
Right.
Because like those students, they come here to study, but how can you study if you don't speak very good English and the professor is saying English and you don't get what they're saying? It's kind of like a little bit frustrating. So I know that professor, when I tell her about that, when she come back next class, studying that point, she always stay late.
She stays late.
She stays late. I think a lot of people, when you tell them, what trick them is when you tell them you're not from here, they know you're not from here, they always think first thing you are international student. I mean, I think most advisor or most people need to look on that. We come to you and tell you we are international student. We're not just only international students who have to look like F1 visa or any kind of other visa, because like we have our own green card and we are permitted to go to school like any other people.
As permanent resident, so most of us will have trouble in English. So I hope like our advisor, if they can associate our courses with the free tutoring some stuff, because just put in your mind that, for example, me, when I'm studying now in any courses, maybe American student, if he wants like to read an article, can do some article, and it's only 1 hour maybe, but me, I will need maybe double or triple times to read that. So to associate our courses with free tutoring, which is not easy for us to find, because you just feel like overwhelming just to come here first time and you see like a big campus, you know. So I hope like our advisors can associate for students like me, permanent resident, which English is not our first language, associate like to show us where we can find this free tutoring to help us and learning more and fast.
Like my program advisor, they are great. I mean, to be honest, they are great, and they give you any help that you need to get, because like they help you to register your classes on time, and if you have issue about whatever you need, they always give you a number. If they cannot help you, give you a number or the right person to go. That, I mean, they do that great.
I guess if, for example, the advisors ask the student to tell them stories about how they studied before, maybe it's gonna help them to show them like right way.
Mm-hmm. So having them understand where you were coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the advisors, I think they know like the system here, and telling them our stories, maybe they will help them to figure out what kind of difficulties we will find there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to say.
Is there anything that has been especially helpful for you in adapting to the culture? Something that really helped?
Yeah, of course. I can't forget that. It's our free BSL class at Cincinnati State.
Which class?
Free BSL classes with David and Rebecca. It was very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I may say like when I was in Cincinnati, pretty much I start like adapting to the American culture when I was at Cincinnati State. By talking to some of my professor, Rebecca, and one of my best friend that Cliff and Andrea Cheng. So they did help us a lot about how to get involved in like this society, because like it's a process and you have to learn it, because like what you used to do at home is not what people do over here. So I mean that's why like some people need to be like more patient about us, because like we may come and do you something, don't think we want to hurt you or we want to, I mean, embarrass you, or don't see a bad side. It's just only the way we do it at home, but it's different over here. Sometimes like it's very difficult for us. So I mean,
we're in the process of learning. Our volunteering, we try to find friends. We trying to go to concerts. So I just learning, but just the time of the learn sometimes. We need to